Right, so for this video, I want to talk about blocking out the noise, when you're playing the long game, right? Like these are the type of videos I'm really going to be making, essentially, because I want to do more educational videos for my clients, right? But I just want to get this out there. Okay, so yeah, I'm reading off a script. Not really a script, but I have my prompts up there, my ideas. So essentially, what I want to start with is when someone tries to decide to do something different from, let's say, everyone else, right? Like everyone suddenly thinks they have an opinion on your life, oh, I think you should do X, Y, and Z because this and that. Well, you know, I just feel like it can get to some people, right? And that makes them stop wanting to do stuff, right? But most people, they only see, in the short term, not in the long term. Because in the long term, if you have the vision, if you have this dream, you know, life you want, right? You will go out there and get it. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, because online, everybody talks about, okay, we can get rich quick, this and that. Okay, oh yeah, you just have to do this, and boom, you get rich. But realistically, yes, there's outliers, but it does take a lot longer than people expect. Like, you know, even if you, okay. So I listened to this podcast by Mr. Wonderful, like on my flight to Thailand, right? And this this podcast, what he talked about was when he was working with Steve Jobs and starting out his career, like in his 20s, he said, go do stuff that you build skills off, even if you fail, if you build skills off it, then that's all that matters, right? And that really hit me because he said, it doesn't take 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Like sometimes it can even take, 5, 10 years. But eventually, right, if you keep going, you slowly see the progress and get there, right? So yeah, that's just something I wanted to talk about. Also, okay. So here's the thing. Also, another person who taught me was Alex Hormozy. He would always say, why should I care so much about the opinions of others if, that opinion doesn't affect my life? Like that's their life, right? Like this is my life. And then when I kept thinking about this, that's when I detached from a lot of opinions from others. Even if people say, oh yeah, you should do this because we see everybody else doing it and this is the better path, whatever. But you know, I still it's better not to think like that, right? And also everybody's timeline is very different, right? Some people maybe see success quicker, like early 20s. Mind you, I'm only 18 right now. Um, or some people find success later in life, like mid 30s, right? I don't know, you know, what you guys stages of life. You can talk with me down below. I'll obviously reply because, I don't have that many subscribers. But yeah, also obviously in this world of AI, right, a lot of things can progress way faster. So the um speed, you know, is shortened, right? So that's a good thing. So let's say maybe before when you wanted to build something, it would take to get, make a lot of money, it would take a few years, right? But now with AI, maybe it might take like 6 months of failing until something clicks and then boom. client, 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 just like this, right? And that's something I've accepted. Like if I just do the steps needed, and even, you know, if it takes some time, it'll get there. Okay. Um, I reckon a few more videos after this. I'm not sure what I'll post. I'll try and post something either quick every day and or post videos that more relate for my client, like on different AI solutions for businesses, specifically real estate, right? Because, in real estate, yeah, they really need it. But more on that later. Ciao, ciao.